hit the like. What's happening? You see Mike. Hey man, this is a live I did not schedule. It's a live I did not want to do. But I got some actual proof of what you're seeing here on YouTube. I realize ICMIL is live now on the same subject. This kind of just got thrown in my lap. This is communication between the victim and the accuser. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I want to be very clear on something. Very clear on something. This has nothing to do with Doug. I stick up for Doug a lot on the channel. AWP, they don't ask for it. I've always supported AWP. This has everything to do with the guy, Jared, the thumbnail, the owner, the founder, if you will. Okay, if you don't know, it's not a rumor. He's been physically charged with rape. Got the court documents, got emails between victim and him. He's been circulating since February. Now, before I get into all this, we're gonna figure it out together. Let you see it together. I want to tell you that as far as the internet goes, this is not new. It's new to YouTube. It is not new on Reddit. It is not new in them other like spheres of the internet. I just want to make that, and again, I'm going to be very clear on this. Two things I want to say. What I'm about to show you, it is not Doug. It's not Doug Bishop. And again, I didn't want to make this video. I've always supported these guys. You know, this one hurts. What's up? Good that you got the notification. Hello, Penelope. It is good to see you. All right, man. So we're gonna get into it. Again, man, this is I've said it already. You guys get it. We're gonna go right to Twitter. I'm gonna break this stuff down. Again, this is Jared from AWP, accused. Let's get into it. All right, let me start from. There's a lot to show you guys, so just hold on with me. All right, I got the emails, correspondence, everything. All right, we're gonna do it like this. First, we'll start with the court documents. Hold on, let me read it off the phone. So again, this is Jared, the owner. All right, first we got, let me keep up with you on the phone. There's a lot to show you guys, so we'll go to the court documents, then we're gonna go to the emails, and I want you guys to stay with me on this. So the first thing, I can zoom it in. I just want to prove to you that it's there. I will post it. Yes, all that type of stuff. This first thing is in the 6th Judicial Court in San Pete County, state of Utah, Jared Lyask, I'm not going to say his address, count 1, R of a child with first-degree felony. Count 2, R of a child. Initial appearance is November 30th, 10 a.m. Judge Mandy Larson, the state of Utah versus him. I think I'm going to leave the victim out of here. Of course I am. Now, the second thing is going to be okay, here we go. Second paper's here. Let me blow it up a bit. Again, we're in court papers right here. We're still in court papers. All right. It says special instructions. You are further directed to appear in the San Pete County Jail at 1500 South Highway, Mantis, for booking and release. You're encouraged to hire an attorney. Just some court stuff. Hold on, it's coming. Okay, what I'm gonna do to make this easier, man, is these court papers, I'm just gonna read them to you. I'm not gonna zoom them in because the Zoom thing messes me up. Just wait till I get to the emails. As you can see, we got a lot to go through with the court paperwork. All right, this is gonna be the third piece of paper right here, which is gonna be right here. Okay, we got, it's just a plaintiff in the 6th Judicial. This breaks down the counts. Okay, on or between the 1st of 1992 and within St. Pete County, the defendant did have sexual intercourse with a child who was under the age of 14. So apparently this is in 1992, and it's just now going to court. What I say, the 30th, is that what I said? Let me go back to get my stuff straight. It says, yes, November 30th. So what I was told, and I got to protect people, is this here. What I was told is the victim has been sitting on this for a long time and tried to get him to they try to deal with it accordingly. And since February, the real push has came, and the person is really trying to use their voice. This is his cousin, people. This is his cousin. This is his cousin. All right, let's get back to the other stuff here. Okay, so this is going to be, what I'm going to get into now is the first email, and I will blow this up. I will blow this up. Okay, let me shoot over here. Can you guys read this email if I have it like this? How's it look right there? All right, let me just read this to you. So it says, do you feel better as a person doing things like this? Does this make you feel like less of a child molesting monster parading around in human skin? There's no forgiveness for what you did in my home in Utah. This is sent February 4th. Grandma and Grandpa's house in Las Vegas, and right above Grandma and Grandpa's head in their very own truck. The rest of the family is just about as much to blame as you because they didn't turn you in when they knew better, and I was just a child and did not know better. And yet you're still welcomed at family get-togethers, or like my grandfather's funeral, the while in parking lot getting ready to get out of the car and attend. I seen your face and became so violently ill I couldn't even attend. I had to drive down the street to the CVS and watch it all via Zoom. All these people may be calling you a hero and saying that you're doing such great things, but we both know the truth about you, and you're obviously not ashamed of your past. But I'm also not ashamed of my past, and I have a voice, and I'll use it as much as I possibly can Your secrets are not hidden. Sluggy Sleuth, would you like the copy of these? Send me a Twitter DM. I'll get these to you if you want to cover this. What's up, Debbie? What's up, everybody? I'm just getting down to the grid here. Sluggy, send me a DM. I'll send these to you as I go. It'll be a way I can keep up with what I'm sharing. Okay, so the response to this, you see this screen share here. I just read this first top part. Now the bottom part here, it says, I'm so very sorry for the things we cannot change. This is the AWT support team. Again, response is February 4th. I'm so very sorry for the things we cannot change. It is unfortunate that the Leask and Juha's lineage experienced the shit that you and I and many other cousins were brought into. That's two family names. Jared Leask is his last name. Like yourself, I was once a victim by multiple people, both in and out the family. It's unfortunate when it's cut off at the bottom there. Let's go to the next correspondence here. Now you can see that's the official AWP email, and there's a court date on the 30th. People, this is between Jared and the cousin. I'm so very sorry for things we cannot change. Oh, it's not cut off. Give me 1 second. Oh, it gets juicy. Hold on here. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, I'll read with you. I am so sorry for the things that we cannot change. It's unfortunate. Okay, I did that. Many of us cousins got together to acknowledge what had happened in our youth and made an impact to put an end to it, to protect our children from anything like that ever happening to them. I have myself tried to apologize to you and to have an open conversation with you about it to answer any questions you may have. The first time that I apologized to you, I am sorry for the way that it was handled, for I was under the impression that your mother knew and that I felt it was appropriate at the time to have the conversation with both of you. I did not mean to embarrass you or catch you off guard. The second time that I tried was not to clear my own conscience, but to help you heal and help with any struggles you may have been having, as many of us have had to learn how to overcome and move forward. You essentially told me to go F myself and told me how I had embarrassed you the first time around, and I'm sorry. My understanding is that other cousins have also tried to have the same conversations with you. We are now all adults, and it's healthy for us to acknowledge and address the unfortunate circumstances from our past in our child and adolescent years. Okay, let's get to the next one. Which would be, wow, what the heck? Okay, we'll be right here. So that was AWP, the guy Jared talking to the cousin, and this is email correspondence. Now this is going to be, oh, this is still Jared because it's signed at the bottom. It says sincerely Jared. All right, I think I got the wrong one for you guys. Okay, I'm putting this up, but I think the screenshots are cut off somewhere. I'm going to post all these, just relax, trying to get through this. So this is still Jared. While there is a lot of shit that had happened throughout my own life personally, from molestation, abandonment, growing up in foster care, and any other shit along the way, I would not change a thing, for it has made me for who I am today. I cannot apologize for others for anything that has happened to you in your life, but I have done my best to acknowledge directly with you my own mistakes. I had no secrets as to this with my own parents, with my grandpa, grandma, and grandpa, with your mother, aunt, and my own wife and children. There are some names crossed out. Looks like they're whited out for privacy reasons. Hey, it is what it is. I have even discussed publicly about my situation and the unfortunate shit that has happened within families. Do we pinpoint it to the Lisek and Juhaz's lineage, or do we pinpoint it to Moronism? I do not have an answer. Or Mormonism, like Mormonism, sorry. There is no way for me to understand the hatred and the resentment that you have for me over 3 decades later. Remember, there's a court date for him to go to court November 30th, this month, for 1992 sexual assault charges, rape on his own cousin. 3 decades, 92. What would be 2002 would be 1, 2012 would be 20 years. Yeah, 3 decades. There's no way for me to understand the hatred and resentment you have for me for 3 decades. I heard about you're driving into the cemetery a few years ago. Trust me, I had known that you had a desire to be there, and that was the only reason I was keeping you away. I would have 100% given up my time to do what I could to avoid this ceremony, so that you would feel comfortable and have your time with grandma and the rest of the family. It is your decision and your choice if you ever want to accept my apology. I have made peace in my life with all things bad, including this situation. If you ever want to discuss, I'm always available to have that conversation with either in person or over the phone. Sincerely, Jared. Now, what I have on the screen is going to be the cousin's response. Let me blow this up just a bit. Take some comments in 1 second. All right. Response. If you truly want to apologize, then pay for your actions. Walk into a police station with me and confess your actions. Get it on record and have yourself register as a sex offender that you are. My only regret in life was not being as open about you and your abuse to anyone and everyone that would listen, like I am now, and turning you into the police like you should have been done. I don't understand how you can try to get me sympathize with you and your past issues. Not at all. It angers me twice as much to you that not only did you know firsthand the torture you were inflicting upon me because you experienced it yourself. That makes you an even bigger monster than I have pictured in my mind. Absolutely disgusting, your emotional vampire. I noticed all the therapy terms you used in your message. Typical narcissism at its best. How somebody could ever come to peace with damaging such a young, innocent human being is beyond me. Proof of a completely broken mind, assuming that there would be any kind of peace after those types of actions, or that peace should even be deserved. You are a pedophile. Do not act like you were old enough to know what you were doing to me during the ages that you were. You could have been tried as an adult at that age and should have been. And as to the comments about my life and the things that have happened to me, I don't know who or why you're even discussing with me, but I can guarantee you that nobody really knows anything because just like your situation, I've kept my mouth shut until recently. And I don't talk to any of the family despite what others, as your say cousins, have come to you and said. So be a real man and turn yourself in and pay for your crimes, or continue to be the small and mental midget that couldn't keep his libido under control and blames it on his past. That was the cousin to Jared. Next. Okay, next is going to be this one. Okay. Unfortunately, your desire to have a 46-year-old male live the mistakes of a 12-year-old simply is not realistic. Thank God we are not forever judged for our actions as youth, and I'm grateful that many of us cousins acknowledged and stopped those sins which happened to us and those sins we once committed as a result of grooming. I believe this is AWP response back to him. It is healthy for you. It is healthy for you now to be open and talk about the past. You as a full-grown, you as a full-grown woman in your early 40s are to be commended for facing and standing up to those actions which happened to you in your past. Wait a minute, what? You as a full-grown woman in your early 40s? Spread awareness. Oh, spread awareness and stop the cycle as we cousins within the family have our own children and grandchildren. Protect our own children and grandchildren as we have to help the world become a better place. We live in a society that acknowledges the mistakes made in the past, accepting those who have proven to change. My life holds no secrets, and everyone in my office feels your pain and has seen this email string, for I don't filter my own emails. They know me for the man that I am and not the mistakes of a 12-year-old who learned to recognize the cycle and break the cycle as many of us cousins did. You were younger and not yet ready to accept my apology and recognize the steps we made for future generations to protect them. I hope you can one day find forgiveness and peace. Feel free to have any last words, for I will not respond to any further attacks to my character today based upon those actions as a youth. Should you desire a healthy adult conversation as to the past, I'm open to helping you through the acceptance and growth that many of us face and have dealt with. Here's the next one. This is going to be the response from the cousin back to Jared of that. Here it is. Let's do some simple math. I was 9 or 10 when living in Utah, and you forced me to have sex with you on my bathroom floor upstairs. You are 6 or so years older than me. That makes you older than 12. In Las Vegas at Grandma and Grandpa's house, you were there living there, and you had your own car, a Volkswagen Beetle, and was driving it when it ran. So please stop making it sound as if you were a young child during the time you were molesting me. Maybe you started that young with the others, but as you are not willing to face your wrongdoing in a proper fashion, then that is on you and you alone. Anyone who supports you in your sick delusional fantasy of forgiving yourself for the pain and suffering you caused and willingly and knowingly caused not only a child, but your own family member. I do appreciate your admitting it all in writing, however. Okay, now we have a response from Jared. Now here it is. Wait. Oh, it's at the bottom. I'm looking at the bottom of the screen right now. You are welcome. I hope it helps in your healing process, Jared. You can see the email thread, AWT support team. This is on the 5th of November. So these emails are going from the 4th to the 5th. Now, I don't know why at the bottom of this one you can't see it. Let me try to say it. Again, I will post all this after the live. Oh, I have it right here. Cool. All right. So he says that. On this one, I can't tell who is sending it. We'll figure it out, though. So then Jared says, you are welcome. I hope it brings help in your healing process. Now, this one says, please be aware. I had no idea until recently when I had the unfortunate chance of coming across a video of my childhood rapist, Jared Lesick, my cousin. Yes, my own flesh and blood. And I wasn't his only family victim. And honestly, who knows how many others there are out there that aren't part of our family. Due to his diving group that aren't part of our family. Wait, let me do this again. Yes, my own flesh and blood. I wasn't his family victim. And honestly, who knows how many others there are out there that aren't part of our family. Due to his diving group, Adventures with Purpose, this man is regarded as a hero and an angel, and he is invited into people's homes with welcome, loving arms. He has been through the systems, CPS, the Mormon Church, therapies, and so many more, as you'll be able to tell from his writing. But I do know for a fact that he did not start with me, and he didn't stop with me either. He, at one point, like you, will read, did verbally admit to my mother, it's crossed out, that he had molested me, obviously skimming over the more horrific parts, like his attempted sodomizing of her daughter directly above her. My grandmother and my grandmother's heads, by the way. And the fact that the age of 9 to 10, he gave me a yeast infection from raping me, and I had no idea. So I had to go through the trauma of my mother and my grandmother finding white stuff in my panties. White stuff in my panties and treating me horribly and questioning me, punishing me for the problem. When he told me when he told her, she started to cry, hugged him, and told him that she forgave him. She never turned him into the police, and I was never got any form of help or anybody to talk about it. We went out to go travel on the carnival, which made me unable to be anywhere for more than a week, which meant that I couldn't say anything to anyone. My own mother protected him and never even talked to me about it, other than to tell me she had been, there's a word crossed out, and her story was worse than mine. Oh, I get it. He finally admitted it in writing because he and the family are all very sure that the statutes of limitations have passed and he's safe, so he can. But just so you're aware and keep your daughter safe, be very careful around this man. His business is, I can't read that bottom part, it's cut off. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check the source. So what I was told is this has been ongoing since February. Okay, obviously this is what the email correspondence is. Okay, so at first when I got this story, At first, I'm looking at this like, well, how do I know this is true? Anybody could make up an email, and I could be, you're trying to use me to slander them, and I really like AWP. But if you look at the emails, you can tell the correspondence, and then you cannot get out of legal paperwork, which should be on the screen. Which should be on the screen, which we will put on the screen. This is the court date. Let me put the court date on. So November 30th, we have 2 counts of rape. Wednesday, November 30th, 2002, initial appearance at 10:30 a.m. Like I said, man, like I was saying, this is new to YouTube. This is all over Reddit. I have a Reddit if you want to follow White Boy Radio. I appreciate it. Somebody sent $20. Thank you for that. Christina, you're the best. It's all over Reddit and other. I have a Minds. Listen, it's White Boy Radio everywhere. If you go outside of YouTube, it's not old news, but it's not brand new. Man, this sucks. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. I have more than stuck up for AWP. I enjoy their content. I really like those guys. Now, the guy who started it, I don't see him dive. I do see him randomly in the videos. You know, and I've stuck up for AWP many times on this channel. I did not want to do this video, people. I did not want to do this video. But I would not be fair if I not. It wouldn't be fair to me. I know a lot of subs have a similar story of this victim. I know a lot do, and I can't have my conscience. If I didn't say something and you supported them and you have a similar story to that girl, that woman now, but the girl then saying white stuff in the panties and all that, it's disgusting. There's no excuse for that. There's no justifying that. There's no it's okay with that. Again, let me be clear. This is not the guy who's putting the scuba diving suit on and in the videos that you see. However, it is the guy that's the founder. It is the guy that owns it. It's that. This is ugly. We're definitely going to be keeping up with it. November 30th. What is today's date? What is... Let me see some comments. This world is so corrupt. I feel the same way. Can you pass me... What is that? We know why. What's up, Bob? What's up, Bob? I've been seeing you lately, man. I appreciate your channel. You're a real straight shooter, man. I know you've been supporting a long time. I want to tell you what's up. Now we know why AWP folded so easy over the Kylie Rodney case, because Jared has skeletons in his own closet. Has he suffered his consequences yet? Hey, man, this is 30 years ago, people. This happened in 1992. And obviously, I guess this would be the state of Utah. Somebody do me a favor right quick. Somebody Google in the state of Utah, what is the statute of limitations for that R word? I wonder what with the world is coming to. Every time you turn around, yes, man, this hurts. This hurts. I stuck up for these guys. I support these guys. Look, it hurts. You know how stupid I feel? You know how stupid I feel sticking up for people, supporting people, promoting people, and then I learn this shit. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. It's not cool at all. If I have some channels in the house, hello Debbie, I can share these to you. Unfortunately, I read you word for word what I have. In all those screenshots, there's some words wiped it out. Obviously, the victim here wants a little bit of privacy. I think what happened here is this, and this is just my little take of it from the conversation that I had with said person. The victim here, this is 30 years ago, found YouTube. Somebody tormented her, did despicable things to her a long time ago. Her own family. It was under the rug. It was under the rug. As she's gazing through these YouTube videos, she sees this person on a pedestal, godlike, if you will, godlike, a hero, literally a hero. I've said those words. Those guys are heroes. She may have watched one of my videos, and she's sitting there being like, no, he's not a hero. He's a monster. And that's when the communication starts coming between these emails. And I think that she did not feel that he was remorseful. He did not tell her what she either wanted to hear, deserved to hear, or what was righteous. So she then utilized the same spot she found this guy. You see, I'm not the only YouTuber right now going live about this here subject. I don't know what the other guy is showing. I could tell you, I'm going to post all this and you can see for yourself. But with the screenshots, if I zoom in on them guys, the screen gets all messed up. I'm not going to sit there for 20 minutes. If I do this, something like this, I always post them anyhow. If I have any channels in the house and they would directly want these, please DM me right now. I'll send them to you immediately. Hey, Don Wells is being hauled back to Utah to deal with his childhood behavior. Why wasn't McFluff drawn? Don't know. Sam was one of the original that started with AWP. This is Jared. This is Jared, the guy on the thumbnail. I respect equal search. Can a Chomo be rehabilitated? This is 30 years ago. Let me ask you a question. How old is this guy? How old is this guy? Well, she kind of said it. 3 decades. So 30 years, she said she was 6 and he was 12 or 15. So he's probably 42, 45 years old. I can't even imagine what Doug is thinking. I hate that. I like Doug. I tag Doug. Doug is a good dude. This is not Doug. This is not Doug. And let me say this. This is not Doug. Let me say this. I'm sure the internet, YouTube is going to grab a hold of this and have a field day with it. I have always supported AWP. Being that this is not Doug or the other guy, but the founder, I think that the right thing they should do is get rid of this guy immediately. Immediately cut ties with this guy, get him out of there, get him out of there. And they will still have my support if done so. If they don't detach themselves from this guy, that's it. No support from me, because you cannot get out of court dates. There's a literal court date there. Okay, it's on the screen. Okay, there's a court date there, and if you look at the bottom, it's got the offense date, 1992. They may have not known, so that's not it's not their fault. They didn't know. There was one correspondence. Did she say? She said Adventures with Purpose, which is not family, correct? Is that what was said? Do I need to reread that? Let me reread that. I wish I knew who you're talking about. I'm going to have to get my glasses out. AJ, I'm talking about Jared, who was on the thumbnail from AWP, has a court date for the R word, 2 counts of the R word, on his own cousin. I want to clarify this what I just said. Here it is right here. Yes, my own flesh and blood, and I wasn't his only victim, and honestly, who knows how many others are out there that aren't part of the family. Due to his diving group, Adventures with Purpose, this man is regarded as a hero and an angel, and he is invited into people's homes with welcome, loving arms. He has been through the system, CPS, the Mormon Church. That's weird. He says Mormonism in one of the emails. I did not, that Mormon stuff. Okay, here it is. My bad. My cousin, yes, my own flesh and blood. I wasn't his only victim. And honestly, who knows how many others there are out there that aren't part of our family. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know if let me ask you guys. You guys know. The yes, Jared is the founder and the CFO. Okay, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Are they blood? Are they brothers? I mean, excuse me, cousins? Just more kids. Mormons have a lot of kids. I don't know nothing about Mormon religion. I don't want to down it. The only thing I know about the Mormon religion is South Park has a very comical little skit about Mormons. That's all I know about them. That's where I learned. We heard, white boy, you know though how we are when it comes to that. I support AWP too, even when I felt they weren't being 100. But if they knew, it's not cool. Absolutely, Janelle. 100% agree with you. Putting it off on religion. Wow. Hey, look, that's not my words. I don't know anything about Mormons. Yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Put it off on. No, it was your impulsive and weird thoughts. Mormons, I'm sure, I don't know nothing about Mormons, but I highly doubt they teach you to do that type of stuff. This is very hard to swallow when you entered. If you DM me, I would share I'll share this information with you. All I ask, well, I have to ask. I should actually, let me retract that, because there are some things in this correspondence that's whited out, blacked out. This is hard to swallow. That's a very good comment. I want to ask you guys, Adventures with Purpose. There's Doug. What's the other guy's name? Somebody type it. Doug, the other guy, the older guy. Okay, thank you, Mr. End Time Clock. So there's Jared and Nick. Excuse me, Doug and Nick. Did Doug, Nick, and Jared, is there a relation there? Does anybody know? Is there a relation? Brothers, cousins, anything like that? I heard, and I read, I'm pissed. Yes, Nick. Okay, what does that mean? What I'm going to do here is I'm going to post a brother. So, Christina, what you're telling me is Nick and, I'm getting a note, Christina. So what I think you're saying is Nick and Jared are brothers. Now that would really turn my stomach if what you're saying is true. Let me retract what I said. I will still support these guys if they are not related to the guy Jared, and they immediately cut ties from this guy. Because despite that horrific stuff I just read, if they got partnered in with somebody and they're doing their thing and they don't know this guy's a monster, they don't know, and they're not related, so there's no family gossip or nothing, they could easily cut ties from this schmuck and not lose any respect or support from a lot of people. Now, if it comes out something different, 30 years is a long time, but her grandparents were probably against her pressing charges. Yes, when evil entered, I read it, her own mother, I don't know why. I see this a lot in some of these R cases. It was very hard to read that paragraph. She said her own mother forgave him instantly and put it under the rug. I don't understand that. Why do a lot of mothers do that in those cases? Is it like embarrassment because it's family? Is it, I don't understand that. It's almost as though the mom is more sympathetic to the person who did the horrific thing than their own daughter. You see this a lot. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's very disturbing. I'm going to post what I can. I'm going to post what I can. And let me get some clarification from her. Hey, do you mind if I post these on my community tab? Period. Of course, I will respect your privacy by all measures. It's weird. You got to think where this information came to. It came to White Boy and ICMIL. That should say a lot by itself. ICMIL is not part of the shenanigan crew. He does his own thing. 1 second. He does his own thing. Regardless if you love him or hate him, that's not what we're talking about. What I'm trying to tell you is he's a straight shooter. He calls it like it is. He's not in the buddy club. You have to admit that. And I think you guys know why it was sent to me. Waiting for the response here. Okay, so let's do this. What I'll suggest you to do, let me take a real good look at these. I'm going to post. What I will post is I'm going to post a post real fast. The first post is going to be the court date. You know what? I need to make sure there's nobody's name on this, especially a victim. Hold on 1 second. I need to make sure there's no victim on this. Or let me make sure I could probably. Hey, Noel, could you do me a favor? Babe. Yeah, I almost did that too. Noel, is she in the chat? What I'm going to do is post, hey, look, go to your Twitter DMs. The first couple pictures are court documents. Cross out the state attorney, the judge, the victim.
Am I getting paid overtime for this?
No, because I don't want anybody harassed and getting involved in a case that took 30 years. Now on the just take
it's all these, right? You just want me to clean them up?
Yeah, clean them up and resend them to me on there, and I'll post them. And then take a look at those emails.
Right.
I don't care.
Just real quick, you want this stuff like, or what parts?
No, cross out the judge, the state attorney, because I don't want them getting harassed and stuff. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna post the court documents first, and then about 30 minutes later, I'm going to post in series everything that I read, every correspondence and emails. They are already edited, so that's not a problem there. And if you make a video of this, if you're a channel out there, I'm trying to produce what I read. Okay, validate what I said. Also to show my subs. I don't mind if you snag these screenshots. By all means, what I ask is you keep in mind this is 30 years. There's a victim. There's certain things that are crossed out. Have enough decency and have enough respect to respect the victim here. And don't be going and sleuthing and finding out what is crossed out. Okay? I will be highly pissed off if you do that, and I probably will make a personal video about you if you do so. Okay, so please, respect. Somebody did a donation. I don't know. Let me see. Juju, what's happening, girl? Juju, please drop the link to your channel. And if you can, drop the link to your channel and Damaged Goods. I need y'all to subscribe to Juju Positive right here on the screen. She had a channel. She was almost at 300 subs. She is a member of mine, subscriber of mine. She holds the Guinness Book of World Records on donations amount and she gifted like 30 people a membership a couple lives ago. Anyway, she had a channel. She had almost 300 subs. YouTube deleted it. Okay, YouTube has changed the policy to you only need 500 subs now to make community posts. Let's get her to 500. And my wife, my lovely wife that I love, we'll be going to a concert tonight. See Nico Moon. Please show her some support. When Evil entered, why don't you have a wrench? Huh? Where's When Evil entered at? When Evil entered, oh, you do have one. Okay, sorry about that. Driver Trucker, thank you for the 5 spot. I appreciate that, and I'm sorry that I'm late. Let me take a look at this chat. What's up, Brandy? Hello, Dev. Welcome, Debbie. You now have the power of blue thing. You have earned it. She said the last time she was driving a Volkswagen, seems like her mom didn't want to embarrass the family at her own daughter's cost. Very sad. I really adore these guys. They must cut him, sadly. Blaze Fairchild, I 100% agree with you. You know, when I first got this, my heart hit the ground because I thought it was the guys that we watched go in the water. I need to say this for the millionth time because I don't want this getting twisted. I don't want this getting reversed, and I don't want this spun. This is not the guys who put the dive suits on and who have found 20 plus people. No, no. This is the guy, Jared. You may have seen him in a video or so. Obviously, look at the thumbnail. Okay, look at the thumbnail. You may have seen him in videos, yes, but he is more or less the founder and this and that. Now, look, I don't know. To be honest with you guys, I've always supported them. My faith in this is super rely on, did they know? And will they cut off? Nothing changes. Nothing changes on my end. As long as they didn't know, this was just some creeper, and they didn't know, and they cut ties with them, no support lost for me at all. But if there's some family connection, or if they knew, man, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Thank you, Zia. Yeah, Firefly, exactly. What I got out of that was it's the church's fault for whatever reason. You're too young. You won't accept my apology. You know, it's like it's very, yeah, that's a good comment. It's exactly what cocky and arrogant. It's pretty sad. How do you do that to somebody and then you know, you would think 30 years later, man, this is not good news. I'm getting up to speed on the live. Hello, Reese. I cannot see the picture, but I'll SS. Okay. Your moderators cost you a $25 donation. They silenced me for no reason. I doubt it was them, but let me see what you're talking about. And there is, for one thing, there is no deleted comments. I'm looking at it, so I don't know what you're talking about. You can't just come out here and blame my moderators. They're the best in the game. You know, sometimes YouTube is a moderator. Sometimes if you make a cuss word, YouTube deletes the comments. It's not always the mods. It's not a conspiracy, okay? They let people talk. I have good mods. They let people talk. If you drop the link in the chat and you're not a moderator, guess what? It's automatically blocked. I have it set like that because I don't want some porn bot coming and dropping links all the time to some messed up stuff. So you can't always come in and attack my moderators. They're actually good people. And I highly doubt that you were gonna donate $25. That's what that is you're being spiteful because you're mad that somehow a comment got deleted, and because it did, you're gonna try to say, oh, your moderators cost $25. You know what? Christina donated 20 bucks and truck driver gave me 5. So I made $25 and I'm happy. Please don't come in attacking my mods. Please, they are good people. I take the channel serious. I don't moderate anybody. I am overly protective. I am anal when it comes to the moderators of this channel. I am anal. So please do not attack my mods. As a matter of fact, can a mod please get that person timeout? All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump off this thing, guys. I'm going to post the court documents first. You're going to see a post. Touch the picture, and then scroll right. And then after the fact, the next post that I do is going to be a comment picture thread of email communication, email sent from victim to predator, okay, between February 4th and February 5th. And it's a whole correspondence, okay? Again, channels out there. Snag them, grab them, do what you do. Please be respectful. Remember, this is an ongoing case. We'll keep you notified. I hate to do this video. Doug Bishop, I've always had your back, and I've always supported you. Please, bro, please cut ties with this person. Please, man. For your fan base, you get a lot of love on the internet. I don't think I have to tell you this, but cut ties with this person. And please, I get let down a lot on the internet. Please don't let me find out that you knew about this the whole time, man. Please. I'm crossing my fingers. Until the next one, y'all. Love y'all. We'll catch up with you.